And amid the pandemic, forced shutdowns have taken a toll on local economies across the country. But with talk of a possible vaccine still several months away, at least, major cities may now see a double impact as residents debate riding it out or leaving for more space. For Rachel and Rob Garson, New York City has long been their home.
Robert has been here for 10 years. I'm a lifer. I was born and raised in New York City. I've been bouncing around my whole life in terms of location, but I've always found my way back to New York.
But amid the COVID-19 crisis, Rachel and her family are suddenly finding their way out of the city.
We're headed to Miami. That's a way for my children to be able to be outside, live as children, go to great schools, and try to get some normalcy back.
For them, that normalcy started disappearing in early March.
My 3.5, 4-year-old came down with a mystery virus. We took her to the doctor multiple times. They didn't know what was wrong with her. And Rob got sick. So Rob was the second one to get hit. Then my 2 oldest daughters had a weird fever for a day because at that point we were already inside. And then I, in slow motion, watched myself get sick.
They all recovered, but say the combination of being sick with what they think was COVID-19 and then stuck inside a New York City apartment was just too much.
If there's one thing that I learned in business school, it is when something isn't working, we pivot. And worst case scenario, we come back.
The Garsons are not alone. Real estate advisory firm Suburban Jungle says it's seen a major uptick in families leaving cities.
There seems to be this trend of people wanting to leave the city. What are you seeing?
So there has been a mass exodus. So we right now are up over 300% year over year, specifically within this pandemic period. The way that New York is really built, it's very condensed space. And so the city is really meant to be lived in. Outside of your apartment walls. And right now, when you lose the amenities of what the city offers, it really becomes difficult.
For music journalist Todd Williams, it has him planning to leave New York for Atlanta next month.
What drove you to leave the city?
The shows, the museums, the restaurants, everything that makes New York feels like it's gone. All the things that made it worth it, that made the small spaces and the high rents worth it, are kind of gone, or at least sort of in question right now. And it's like, without that stuff, why am I here? Especially if I'm stuck in my neighborhood all the time.
Data-driven real estate firm Adlasa reports single millennials are increasingly heading out of America's biggest cities for slightly smaller, more affordable ones.
You have the city, you can actually own a house. There are bars, restaurants, and incredible fun life, for example, in Nashville or Raleigh or Columbus, Ohio. And also you have job options. So why wouldn't you do that?
Global Workplace Analytics also predicts 30% of the workforce will work from home by the end of 2021, up from about 3.5% before the pandemic.
A lot of companies realize that remote work is actually very feasible. It makes a lot of sense to move some of your workforce out of the city.
As for those with no plans to leave their big cities,
what bright spot, what hope do you have for us?
The city is an incredible place, and I think it will forever be an incredible place. And I think, for every person, this is such a subjective experience and decision. So there's no right or wrong answer. It's what's right for you and your family. I think the city will come back better than ever.
Many sure hoping so.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.